bees.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is your boy Junior, aka Smoking Guns, out here in Tucson, Arizona, representing the Ultimate Fight Club, giving you the latest content in boxing and MMA news that is out. So, today's video, we are coming out with another one, Demetrius Andrade versus Billy Joe Saunders, ordered by the WBO. Quote, and this is coming out in an article in theboxingscene.com where it states Demetrius Andrade and Billy Joe Saunders are heading back to the negotiating table, only this time with the roles reversed. A ruling handed down by the WBO on Tuesday proved to be a double-barrel victory for Saunders. Not only was his previously issued 6-month suspension lifted, but the 30-year-old Brit has been declared the mandatory challenger to his old middleweight title, which now belongs to Andrade. According to a statement released by the WBO Championship Committee, based on the evidence ratifying complete fulfillment of all imposed conditions on behalf of Mr. Saunders, presented before this committee and pursuant to Section 1, Subsection C of the WBO Regulations of World Championship Contests, we hereby terminate immediately his suspension from any WBO sanctioned contest. Consequently, we recommend the WBO World Ratings Committee official reinstatement of Mr. Saunders within the WBO middleweight division ratings and be positioned as the #1 contender accordingly. Further, if the WBO Ratings Committee adopts this committee's recommendation, we hereby designate Mr. Saunders as the official mandatory challenger of the aforementioned division pursuant to Section 1, Subsection B, 23 of the reference regulations. Quote. Now, that was a lot of stuff I just said. A lot of that stuff, I don't even know what it means. But the main thing that I know that it means is that they are lifting Billy Joe Saunders' friggin' 6-month suspension, and they are putting him back as the #1 contender for that WBO belt. All right. Now, for those of you that this is a surprise to, I don't know if you guys be watching boxing, but this shouldn't be any surprise to anybody, just for the simple fact is, when fighters are suspended for different kind of performance enhancers and drugs and stuff like that, depending on who you are, will depend on what your friggin' punishment is going to be. And even with Billy Joe Saunders, his punishment was even more of a joke than damn Canelo Alvarez when that fool got popped for friggin' PEDs and he said it was tainted meat and all this crap. And I'm like, dude, you can tell me whatever you want, but I know you didn't have no friggin' tainted meat, man. You friggin' got popped. You friggin' probably cycled wrong and you ended up getting caught. It is what it is. And Billy Joe Saunders is no different. This fool's talking about he got popped because he had a nasal spray. But you know what? You were on some stuff and you got popped off, and it is what it is. And when you're dealing with that elite echelon of the sport, and this is pretty much in any sport, when you're at that elite echelon, dude, it's like Nate Diaz said. Everybody's on friggin' steroids, man. Everybody's on PEDs. Everybody's friggin' taking something. And it's kind of far-fetched to say that everybody's taking something, but most of the people at the elite echelon of the sport are usually going to be on something, and it's going to be very rare where somebody isn't on something. And with this fight being ordered, it does not surprise me not one bit. I've been telling everybody Demetrius Andrade is going to be fighting Billy Joe Saunders, okay? It's going to be happening. So with this being ordered, it is definitely no surprise to me. And if Billy Joe Saunders is still on something, it is what it is. Demetrius Andrade might be on something. It is what it is. The only difference is Andrade hasn't gotten caught with anything. But with this fight being made, I'm actually happy that this fight is being made because Demetrius Andrade needs to be fighting a top echelon dude in that middleweight division. And with Billy Joe Saunders being reinstated back into the WBO rankings as the #1 contender for that belt, dude, this is a friggin' really good ass fight for the sport. It's a really good fight for that middleweight division. And I know DAZN is glad that Billy Joe Saunders got back reinstated because this is going to be a really good ass fight to be able to put on DAZN. So DAZN is actually going to be putting on some nice ass fights this year. They got Demetrius Andrade versus Billy Joe Saunders coming up. They got Canelo Alvarez versus Daniel Jacobs. They got Dimitri Bivol versus Joe Smith Jr. Dude, we got some good ass fights from DAZN coming up. And I hope they keep up with this damn streak that they're on. But going into this fight with Demetrius Andrade and Billy Joe Saunders, like I said, this is a great fight for both of them. And if I got to pick somebody, I would actually lean towards Demetrius Andrade just for the simple fact is Demetrius Andrade is a friggin' super skillful fighter, man. Personally, I think he is the best fighter in that middleweight division. His only problem is he wasn't as active as he should have been, but he's just coming off of 2 back-to-back wins, and it's really good that he's starting to get that work under his belt right now. And I'm glad that he's getting a nice step-up fight with Billy Joe Saunders. And personally, I have him beating Billy Joe Saunders. I'm not going to go into a fight breakdown. I normally do stuff like that the day before the fight. But, dude, I really got Demetrius Andrade winning this fight. And like I said, Demetrius Andrade, if you guys don't know about this dude, or if you guys are sleeping on this dude, Demetrius Andrade is probably by far the best dude in that friggin' middleweight division. I could have him beating all the champions in that damn middleweight division, man. So hopefully we get some more news on the update of when they're going to be coming out with the date on this fight, where it's going to be at, and so forth and so forth. And dude, it's going to be a really exciting fight when this thing comes about, man. All right, so I hope you guys like the video. If you guys like the video, make sure to hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you guys have any kind of questions, any kind of comments, hit me up in the comment section. I'll be sure to hit you guys up, all right? So I hope you like the video. Holla at your boy.